All right, here we go, guys. Cloud9 can take Kalista first, leaves up Varus. We do see the Ashe ban. And Talia, that has been one of APA's better, more meta champions. You may be wondering about the Rel ban. Core JJ has historically been a very good Rel player, and he's had really good Rel performances in the playoffs so far, so that's not terribly surprising. Taking out JoJo's Yone, Nico, so really targeting JoJo in this draft. All right, we're just going to early pick Renata Glass because it's a very early Renata Glass pick. Zig's going to... God damn it, dude. God damn it. So, poke comp already developing here for Team Liquid. There's going to be really big range issues with Kalista, really, and so they need a range. Okay, Orianna not taken yet, so they're going to go ahead and grab that. Zyra, oh man, this is such a long-range composition. They're trying to stop the Renata Glass from doing anything. This is a pretty big laning problem unless C9 can all in, so they actually have to take jungle fights, I think, on the bottom side of the map. Cheap non-stick pan and a good cast iron pan. Yeah, I mean, like, a, $40 non-stick pan is great. Yeah, and good cast iron is always great. He believes in Cloud9. He also does not know how to spell the word believe. This man cannot spell. That's a big yikes. Yikes, guys. Yikes. That's a yikes for me.
And there are so many junglers right now open. We're definitely going to be focusing on these because Vi is still unbanned as well. Vi, one of the perfect pairings here. That was used super effectively against APA to get a bunch of kills on him early in the season. But it could be used on the other side.
Zyra pick is really interesting, but when you're just going to pick the Renata so early, I mean, why not punish it, okay? Love it. Okay, Nocturne, Volibear, Twisted Fate, which has been one of Fudge's better champs. Lee Sin taken out of the pool. Blind. All right, we're not blinding. We're just going to... All right, Team Liquid has been playing a lot of Jax on the top side for impact, so we're just going to take the Renekton into it. Okay, okay. So what are we going to take here? What are we going to take here? Sedge? Oh, it's Jungle Jax. All right, this has been running around, obviously, a lot in Korea and China. And we're just going to flex it into the jungle and take Cassante. So they have a good front line. Jax is going to be very powerful at potentially finishing people off, right? After the poke that you get from this. Very good objective control. I don't know, man. Like, you've got good engage here, but this is pretty low range, right? This is pretty low range. So you're going to be playing into Zyra, Varus, and Ziggs poke. And if you walk too far forward, you can actually just get Jax Counter-Strike. Or somebody's going to get pulled off and isolated by the Cassante. Ball delivery will be done via Maokai. But if you screw up the Maokai ults, that's like your only form of engage, really. So could be pretty bad for C9. It's really the range difference that I think is off-putting here with Cloud9's composition. All right, I mean, obviously I'm a big fan, have been for a long time. I was singing his praises on Breon when he was on a bad team.
You still think you can play mage? Crazy. As JoJo reminds APA that
TLS import slot, remember? I mean, so does Cloud9, so Cloud9 also has an import slot that they probably should have used.
Passes Bjergsen for the second most LCS games played all time. Now only behind Wild Turtle.
Yeah, I was going to say Wild Turtle's number one.
At the top, but Impact has been here for so long and had success with so many different teams. It really is an incredible career.
All right, level 1 only really
Hello, Squidfish over on YouTube. You just came back from the bars acting a fool.
Does at least get the knowledge of where Umpty is going to start on which side. Raptors, of course, awarded as well here by Team Liquid. So let's take a look at the early pushing with both Comets hitting.
Yep, we've also got cleanse on both of the marksmen this time around. Very much understandable. There's a lot of lockdown that guarantees a lot of damage coming out from either direction.
So there has been just a little bit of Zyra played, but this was obviously a plan that they had by leaving Callista up and assuming that the Callista Renata Glask was going to be taken. And they are just double Comet in the bot side, really just built for poke. It will be a lethality Varus almost certainly.
Level 2 really contest. You want to have Berserker locked under his tower as much as you possibly can.
And it's been so fun too, because Core JJ, like I was saying in Champ Select, even when Zyra was nowhere close to the meta, he was always spamming it in in-houses, in Champions queue.
Yep.
This is one of the guys that has kept alive this aggressive Zyra support play. They get level 2 at the same time though, so nothing there.
Ziggs Assault, this is the record on it.
Thoughts on someone going to LLA finals?
Everything else, a combined
I don't give a fuck.
So definitely performing so much better on these champions. People criticize the guy, but he really can make it work on these control mages. He's very adept at getting to the late game and performing in those team fights.
Umpty going top, might be looking for the
On these champions. People
All right, so this is just a straight... What the fuck is Fudge doing? He literally has a ward.
Fudge.
but Impact is
That's Fudge's ward.
success with so many different teams. It really
That's Fudge's ward. He knows he's at Krugs.
strikes connect. Umpty is there. Impact
That was Fudge's ward!
for first blood. Now APA's got to be careful. He's already spent the flash, and JoJo hits right back. It's a 1-to-1 game.
That was Fudge's ward.
With the 3 camp into gang.
For the play.
He knew he was at
criticize
Krugs.
the guy, but he really can make it work on these on
Because
We also
where Umpty is going select Zyra support
a combined team fights. Definitely performing so much better on
He's
these
pushing up so far. I mean, Impact knows, like, he's less than 50% health.
He's very adept at getting
He's level 2.
performing in those team fights.
Umpty going top, might be looking for the play here on Fudge, who's trying to play around the brushes, but the Atofo strikes connect.
He doesn't even have W. Okay, he got W right there. He literally leveled and got W. He didn't have W going into that fight.
Fudge, who's trying to play around
He's level 2. Look at this.
Work on these control mages. He's very adept at getting
E, there's his E, there's his Q. He has no W because he's level 2.
Umpty going top, might be looking for the play here on Fudge, who's trying to play around the brushes, but the Atofo
He literally gets 3 off of this. Stuns Umpty, but it's too late. Oh my god, what the fuck was going on in this top side?
these champions. People criticize the guy, but he really can make it work on these control mages. He's very adept.
This timing, like, he uses Slice and Dice here to trade when he knows that Krugs have been finished at 2.5 minutes.
going top, might be looking for the play here on Fudge, who's trying to play around the brushes, but the Atofo
Like, I just don't know why you would do this. Lexley, thank you for your subscription. Guys, this is so bad.
It's a 1-to-1 game before 3. Impact just punches him right in the gut for first blood. Now Umpty is there.
champions. People criticize the guy, but he really
Okay, also on this side of the map, the ward goes down. Okay, so let's talk about this. The Faker ward was here right at the start of the game. Okay, that was placed down. But if you don't see the Maokai taking this camp by 2.5 minutes, you know he's done top side and is probably crossing over right now to do Raptor. So that's why the ward timing comes down.
Play here on Fudge, who's
But Ziggs APA messes up the ward timing. He's got the ward the whole time, by the way.
might be looking for the play.
He has the ward the whole time. He just gets super greedy on the timing, trying to maximize it.
Umpty is there.
And as he's warding, actually, this is a good read by Blabber. I take it back.
Going top.
So Blabber's at 12. So he actually literally doesn't finish this camp. He doesn't finish the camp. So APA is warding at the correct time if he actually finishes the camp. But Blabber decides, fuck this camp. I'm not going to take it because of the gank and top. And APA, he sees APA going over here. It's a good play by Blabber. APA's timing was fine. I take it back. Komari Masita, thank you. Let's go, you say. Very good. We are going. We are actively going.
Ganks at that. Flash used there by Blabber, but it was also APA using his. And again, this Ziggs now with no flash. This is a strategy in the regular season that a lot of teams took versus TL.
Is Impact a U.S. citizen yet?
And try and get it.
No, I think he just has a green card. That cross, thank you. Almost to my level 1 hype train, guys. You too can give me your Bezos bucks.
Someone else has to do the timers because the mid laners are going to be tight. They don't have time for that.
Dude, Fudge, like, putting his E on cooldown is so fucking wild to me.
In Gems, like you mentioned, Milky Way, and of course, you know, him playing a bunch of Jaxes and Kindreds and getting. That's what I was thinking when I was watching.
This is a good call by Blabber, guys. He literally just stops doing the Raptor camp. Thank you, the JMZ. Apparently, I needed a reminder to resub. You all need reminders to resub. Shame on all of you, freeloaders. Ariel EJ, giving out 5 community subs. Thank you. Very generous.
Game is still tied up. 1-1. Both dead even.
You love to see it.
Control ward to maintain control and vision over the
Actually, a good play by Blabber, though.
up against especially early, so keep
Giving subs to help maintain sanity in these trying times. Yeah, it's okay. Everybody just thinks it's totally cool that Saudi Arabia gets involved in League of Legends now.
Carry jungler, very aggressive look from Umpty. And
Does he want to be a U.S. citizen? So, though, gets taxed still if he goes back to Korea, sort of. But you only get taxed with U.S. taxes after your first like $110,000 of income. Otherwise, you pay local taxes in Korea. They have a tax agreement like they do with many other nations. I'm thinking about joining a local Muay Thai gym. Hell yeah. Any tips or tricks I should know before going? Hope your cardio is good. I mean, if you're a noob, it won't really matter.
APA to knock JoJo towards
You come back here, POTUS Barnacle, and you tell me how much your body hurts after going for the first couple of times.
He didn't like aggressively go all the way to hover bottom side of mid lane, and it is going to be the
Your core and your cardio has never had a workout like you are about to deal with.
Back through the top side and go up towards Grubs. Blabber's just going to move on down towards bottom side and try and control your dragon stacking with your Kalista Renata lane.
Yeah, we haven't touched on it too much, but Jan is actually down.
What do you think the solution is as a small cog in the wheel about taking Saudi money?
He's down, wave and a half or so this early.
Just like, don't fucking do it.
Maintain the push. They really wanted to get Berserker.
If you like, look, here's the thing, guys. I actually don't have a problem with taking Saudi money. I have done consulting for ESL post their takeover by the Saudis. To be very clear, I've said it a million times on these shows. Okay? My problem is if you spent a lot of time talking publicly about Neom or Carlos or Thorin and like virtue signaling your little ass off, you better fucking come down on this one because this is a million times worse. Just look, all you have to do is be like, I like the bag. Okay, go get it. Don't just pretend to have ethics. Don't LARP your ethics online, guys.
Come out under tower, but because Vulcan and Berserker have been able to maintain that push, they've been doing a good job actually sidestepping a lot of these skill shots. Well, they're locking on under his turret.
That's why Blabber is very happy to play down.
It's ridiculous it took 14 years for Rise to realize the appeal of players talking smack in all chat. Imagine what could have been the era with really big league personalities, Piglet and Dardoch. Would have become supervillains? Yeah, I mean, Riot is 10 years too late on everything. Boss Tone, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub.
Is Berserker now? Is he him? Is he not him? We've had pros talking about, he used to be really intense.
Hello from Bulgaria. I watch all of your LFN content. Thank you very much.
Was one of the notable guys, speaking about that. But they have had some really good early games. It just hasn't always been able to translate. We think back to last week, had a great early game on the Costa. Shockwave's going to connect.
Oh, JoJo committing the ulti here, staying right on top of APA. Needs a little bit more damage to finish him off. Doesn't quite find.
Been able to translate. We think back to last week, had a great early
APA actually just getting clapped in lane.
JoJo committing the ulti.
JoJo's been very good in lane in the last 2 series, though, despite the fact that his team is losing. Oh. That is so unfortunate. Like 20 HP left. Even Oriana's empowered auto there couldn't get it. It's actually surprising. Oh, man.
was one of the notable guys, speaking about that. But they have had some really good early games. It just hasn't always been able to translate. We think back to last week, had a great early game on the Cloud9 player. He's not any.
I like how APA is still greeting to try and queue some minions here. So even though Satchel Charge is down, he literally is trying to stay in range, and he gets absolutely wrecked.
Here, staying right on top of APA. Needs a little bit more damage to finish him off. Doesn't quite find it. Oh,
Yeah, the pot saves him for sure.
flash to seal the deal, but APA he's got backup too. Blabber's coming in to save the day. The difference is, it's a 1-0 for TL. And
Fudge just getting clapped up here.
Stop just yet. Fudge now in danger, but he's got backup too. Blabber's coming in to save the day. The difference is 200 HP Renekton and a Maokai are not going to kill all out Cassante, so the edge still goes to Team Liquid.
Man, Impact is still so good.
Coming for the kill, and it just
I'm going to do a little bit of cross mapping and see Maokai on the top side.
where's the clapback? Everybody wants to know that all chat after that. You know JoJo flashing under tower to try and get the kill with his extra auto there. Doesn't get APA. He's really
Yeah, leaves him super vulnerable now.
Hit him with the "you're not him, little bro."
Oh no! And JoJo does not have a flash
Yeah, he's fine.
this time. They don't get on him fast enough to keep him away from the safety of the turret. But man, it's getting spicy here in the mid lane. I love it, boys.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, Berserker, great early games.
3 HBO. Thank you,
Had a big
YouTube
lead
chat.
on MonteCristo, similar to what he has now. Wasn't able to translate.
Thoughts on having to watch TL at MSI?
Was not able to turn into
It's a grim time.
kill in the 1v1, but MT shows up. He
I love APA versus Chovy.
flashes in, but the potions were running. Had the
3
biscuits.
HP.
3 HP.
3.
That's the biscuits right there.
Yup, that's just drinking your potion in time. That's one of the most tilting things in League of Legends. You're like, at least I'll take him with me, but not quite. Single-digit health. Yeah, that's tough for JoJo here in the mid lane. He drops the shockwave again on APA. Fudge is coming down. APA trying to take JoJo with them, and he's... Yeah, that's tough for JoJo here in the mid lane. He drops the shockwave again on APA. Fudge is coming down. APA trying to take JoJo with them, and he's
That's
gonna
funny.
get it done. He will die to the roam from Fudge, but the 1-for-1 trade, it works out for Team Liquid's mid lane.
Okay, so how important are mid kills compared to mid mental? Because everybody is getting in on the mid mental game now. Fudge with the roam down and flash in for the kill, but
Fudge doesn't have TP,
APA still getting the counter kill with his ult.
so Impact just gets free plate.
Wait. Oh,
They actually lose more minions because the wave is going to be consistently pushed in the top side.
For a follow-up play.
They trade it for flash, so it's actually a net negative play for C9.
mental and mid lane focus actually could be a big issue.
It's actually a bad play.
Is going to be the first time that we get a really big pushback here for Core JJ and Yon. This is a giant stack wave. That's got to either be some turret plate money. Jackson
I was getting 2 plates maybe.
jungle though, so maybe they get punished by sticking around for turret plate money.
All right, let's see here. Those piercing arrows will continue trying to poke Berserker and Vulcan, but the Maokai ulti is already
Nice
coming.
cleanse.
Yon eats the ulti and then uses the cleanse. Vulcan.
Nice flash.
To flash handshake, but it does not work. So C9, yes, they're going to get both summoner spells out of Yon, but they will not get any kills.
Oomp's easier to cover, so
Although Yon had to block it. If the ult
traded flash for flash, but Yun is vulnerable now.
And then Vulcan looks for the correct play, the follow-up, but the flash, the cleanse were really fast there from Yon. Gets the minions in between them. I think well handled by both sides there.
Good reactions there. Yon definitely somebody who has had a spotlight on him recently, especially for playoffs here for Team Liquid, with them spending so much time bringing him up as we get act 3 of our mid lane banter.
And I feel like JoJo, he's got a little bit of something to prove after last week, where he became one of only 2 mid laners ever to go through an entire series without getting a kill. It was kind of ironic because he did it against Jensen, and Jensen was actually the only other mid laner to ever be shut out for a kill in a playoff series. So Jensen had it done to him and then did it to JoJo.
Yeah, well, both mid laners on the board this time around as the Grubs are causing a ruckus.
Yeah, C9 sending 4 players up to deal with these. Team Liquid has already claimed 4 grubs. They got the first 3 in that objective trade that we talked about, and they already claimed 1 here in the second set. But C9 is going to try to stop them from hitting that 5 grub breakpoint. Nice long-range chains! And the beautiful snipe to follow it up. Yon and Core JJ get the 2v1 kill on Berserker to punish the roam from Vulcan for the grubs.
And the thing that makes that so much more impressive is that the earlier Chains of Corruption that forced out the cleanse from Yon, immediately when the cooldown's back up, he instantly hits it on him again. This time they know he does not have that cleanse. You have to hit him back to back like that. And this is the stats I was talking about. JoJo with one of the worst series, well, probably just the worst series he's ever had in his career.
I don't know about that. I think JoJo individually played very well. His team is just trash.
Really wants to have a bounce back one here.
Yeah, and the entire team of Cloud9, that series versus FlyQuest was surprising even to FlyQuest members, they were saying. But the whole reason this play goes off is because you get the support roam up to Grubs. And oftentimes people have tried to use those support roam timings to get
It's a nice all-in.
aggressive. The most painful thing there for Berserker goes off is because you get the support roam up to Grub.
Yun plays this well.
But the whole reason this play goes
They play this well. So Yun takes aggro here with his hail of arrows. It's like a max range. This could have been flashed by Berserker. Oh no, his flash is not. His flash is barely not up, so he just dies. It's very nicely played.
support roam timings to get really, really aggressive.
It's really nicely done by Yun. It's like max range Varus play. It's nice.
Is a giant wave at his tower too. They didn't even need the Ziggs ult damage that we were mentioning from Champ Select. Being able
So a very good play by TL.
add that. Yan and Core JJ took care of things themselves. You leave someone in a 2v1 versus Zyra and Varus is going to be pretty hard, but really big props to Yan for at least hitting the ultimate there. That Varus ultimate started the entire thing off.
Yeah, I think Berserker just would have had an early flash, but it seemed like he thought he was out of range because that was the
No, he didn't have flash up, Azil.
did actually connect.
Okay, so
Yan
Is I believe well, it was a replay cooldown, so maybe I'm wrong.
mid.
We'll go back and make sure.
Only off series.
up to deal. Nice long range chains.
Oh, it was up. Was it? Yeah, it was up. He could have flashed the chains.
They didn't even kind of focusing on
It looked like it wasn't up, but the summoner spells are always scuffed in the replays.
where they group up as 5 and they need to be able to force you to come to the dragon.
That's why we have to go back to live to see if it was actually up or not.
To get their engagement.
But yeah, he could have flashed that.
But TL, they're playing very, very high range here. Lots of poke damage.
Yeah, that's. I mean, TL's comp with the range that it has, I think, has a huge advantage over Cloud9's,
Outer towers.
especially because they're already behind.
So Team Liquid are pretty happy. They got the Ghost Blade already done here on Yan. Despite some of the early CS deficits, they've made that up pretty nicely.
Oh, Spawn says he had flash in the reaction cam. Yeah, he did. Spawn would be correct.
Before JJ.
Or JJ in some trouble as Berserker and Blabber are in the enemy jungle. The Zyra is locked up and he will not live through that one. Berserker gets the kill. That'll be his first of the game, trying to get this Kalista where he needs to be for the mid-game team fights.
Nicely done there, getting a catch on Zyra. This is, of course, one of the major weaknesses that every pro will tell you about these style of champions. If you're playing Brand or Vel'Koz or Zyra or whatever, it is hard to play for vision, right? And especially when he doesn't have a tank, one of the major...
Will not live.
Dives that they did, a lot of minions denied there and got some turret plates before
Yeah,
JJ.
it's just free, guys.
Trouble as Berserker and Blabber are in the enemy jungle. The Zyra.
And where they
C9 is doing a good job of controlling the Drake, though.
So C9 forcing this down during those precious few seconds where Team Liquid is not at full fight capability. It means
Core JJ is actually fucking drunk, though.
they kind of need that since TL's up 1,500 gold.
Yeah, both teams are kind of focused.
He should not be playing for vision right now. Oh, he sees them. I guess he sees the Maokai walk away. Comes back again. That's true. There's not really a reason why the Kalista should be in River, but he does see Kalista in the mid lane.
Some of the early CS deficits, they've made that up.
And he does want to keep putting on the pressure in the bot side.
A lot of minions denied there and got some
But he can't be over there when his jungler's on top. And they see Kalista in mid.
The enemy jungle, the Zyra is locked up and he will not live through that one. Berserker gets the kill.
Blabber's actually making plays this game, guys. He's actually doing all right.
For the mid-game team fights.
Nicely done there, getting a catch on Zyra. This is, of course, one of the major weaknesses that every pro will tell you about these style of champions. If you're playing Brand or Vel'Koz or Zyra or whatever, it is hard to play for vision, right? And especially when he doesn't have a tank jungler who just wants to walk around and play for vision the whole time. You said it earlier, Jax needs to farm. Jax needs to keep those camps up, keep the XP up, keep that gold coming in. So you can't just be sitting with the Zyra the entire game doing nothing, whereas Maokai with a Knight's Vow, he's full build, baby, let's go.
Yeah. One of Zyra's favorite part of the game is usually like lane phase. You're really bullying people.
Yeah.
Especially when no junglers come. But once you have to start roaming around, especially when you have to roam around mid lane, those
No.
yeah, those champs can definitely burst you down. And that one, he even just got invaded on in his own jungle. So have to be very cautious. We'll see a lot of this linking up of junglers plus supports to go get vision. TL, it was pretty interesting listening to the pros podcast too, because both Inspired and Whippo were talking about how aggressive TL have gotten.
I want to see APA trash talk Chovy.
10 kills per minute stats
Me too, buddy.
From regular season to playoffs, but a lot of it comes off of the back of their aggressive looks.
Ellis on streams tend to be a bit of a Fudge defender. He always has been. Fudge is his friend.
Jungle to try and get the wards.
Dom was super down on him. I mean, I think I haven't seen it, but he literally died to a level 3 Jax gank when he knew exactly where Jax was. So that's pretty shit.
Like that. And I just think that with the plants applying, the Landry so easily,
We'll see how he plays out the rest of this series.
Even in these fights where you don't really want to focus on core, because in a 5v5,
I don't know if I called either of these series bangers. Well, what should I be watching today then, guys? These are playoffs. This is the highest stakes matches that we've got right now. I don't know if I call your opinion a banger, PM EST 09. You let me know what other bangers I should be covering. You let me know.
I want to get another look at all chat. Do they say TY for leash in this one, or is it only mid laners that talk?
Only mid laner,
It's
only
only
mid
mid laners. Okay, okay. No jungler talk, because you know that's a thank you for the leash, my friend. Thank you for your mid tower. That thing is super duper gone. They can even blow it up with Ziggs before the charge goes off, so Herald doesn't even get hurt. And that is the biggest #1 goal that you're trying to look for with poke comps is get your mid lane tower down. Then they can start to snowball across the map here. Makes it so much more.
Yeah, this next Drake, the Infernal Drake, is going to be really telling, guys, because Yun and the rest of Team Liquid are going to have really big priority from taking down mid turret, and they should have, you know, good vision control over the objective with their poke composition.
no one's answering APA. This is something he's played really heavily towards.
Oh god, he's going to take bot too. Now they should have even more control. Yep.
Kills another tower as they kill the mid tier 1. They soften up the mid tier.
It's very good. They have more of a gold lead now.
Walk down mid, take that tier 2 as well. This is more and more gold being
Okay, 50 seconds until Drake. Better see some recalls coming in. Okay, we do.
Demolitionist takes care of mid lane. Immediately starts
Everybody's recalling. Very good timing.
work. 2 towers down.
Cassante not there yet. Cassante does have TP, though. Can clear wave and recall and then TP in.
Dragon #3 is only
Good TP from APA. You want to TP early there, so you have a chance to push wave before Drake spawns. Help your team get mid control so you can get vision.
the bigger the advantage here for TF.
Umty's actually here this time, so Core JJ doesn't have to die walking into river because he's Zyra.
Teleport ready here for Renekton.
And I think it goes back to a little bit of what you were talking
Okay, they have total control. C9's going to have to give this up or lose the game.
They say, yeah, he's a 2-trick. Well, champ pool doesn't matter if you're never forced into the
They don't
deep
know.
end as
Okay, JoJo's trolling.
way for a pincer attack on JoJo Fuel. Comment.
So as we said, Cassante has time to go back and still TP in for the start of Drake. 20 seconds. Everybody is now recalled.
Goes back to a little bit of what you were talking about earlier.
APA has finished his Seraph's Embrace, so very good timing.
It's a 2-trick. Well,
Blabber's trying to cover, but Umty's already behind him and they have TP. Fudge is, by the way, Fudge is late here, guys. So look at what TL does, or look at what TL does and what Impact does. He pushes this out, so let's go back a little bit. Fudge is pushing up.
side lanes. Kills
Umty covers, right?
tier 1. They soften up the mid tier 2.
Takes care of mid lane.
Recalls. They clear out this wave. Impact walks back to turret, recalls. Fudge starts his recall and then cancels it.
To poke you. The more time, the bigger the advantage.
So
for TF.
he actually decides to push forward. So this is a mixed call, guys. They should not be trying. If Fudge is going to stay, so you have 2 choices. So one, top recall. So you can set up for TP, right? Top recall / bot push. Or you can like give up drag, which doesn't matter, right? It's just 1 drag. But it does slow you down, and I think the scaling and range advantage is pretty big for Team Liquid. Give up drag and push top. What you cannot do is cancel your recall, push top, and then push bot at the same time, because you will not have TP available to make any kind of counterplay on the bot side,
Range. Looks like Fudge actually staying.
right?
champ pool doesn't matter if you're never forced into the
So JoJo, like, you can't do this. You know Cassante has TP. You know he's in base. It's a very good play around the side by Umty. Okay, he dies. Okay.
JoJo's already gone, and Blabber's got to be careful because Core and APA are also forcing him away.
Fudge is here just to take some damage, and then they lose Drake.
Challenge for the contesting of Drake.
It's really fucking bad macro by Cloud9. Really fucking bad.
Is fully dead. The Drake is alive, and TL is walking right on over.
It's a dream scenario for Umty. I mean, he had just finished his Trinity Force on Jax. You're like, please give me kills.
You can discuss outcomes. I don't care. I know the outcome of this match.
It's just this is the new Team Liquid.
I'm not here to be surprised by what happens. I'm here to do analysis.
Kills per minute in the league, Team Liquid.
Sorry, Grandma.
They keep up the pressure. They take away the dragon, stop the Cloud9 stacking here, and they keep up the siege as well.
It's just such a nice
It's actually so fucking bad.
Tier 2. Blabber's trying to pull the minion so APA can't walk up and finish it, but it is really
Like, I don't. The shot calling is so fucking whack on Cloud9.
gets behind JoJo.
They actually just can't play team. Okay, Fudge is gonna get brought over the wall and just die. Oh no, he's not. Just kidding. They're gonna use all their ults on him to kill him. And unfortunately, I mean, Fudge plays this kind of well. Right, he gets pulled in, but he actually flashes the Jack stun. And Impact should not have gone in there. Jojo, PN, and Vulcan are here. They both have ult. So, he's dead. Uber Blackthorn, welcome back. Raccoon Feast. Stream is dying. Oh no. Should be okay now.
I like the fact that they went for the handshake play on the Varus there, but unfortunately the turret just explodes under the might of this Ziggs. The siege power on this thing is just ridiculous.
And just look at how much vision they actually have in that bot side and how little Cloud9 has as we toggle over to them. There's like 5-6 TL wards in the Cloud9 bot side jungle.
Looks like it didn't completely drop. It was just a quick hiccup. Okay, they literally don't know where any of TL are, so they're pushing forward together, but hilariously, TL has set a trap for them. They stayed after pushing this tier 2 and bot side. This is a funny call. It's probably a core JJ call. Because they realize, guys, what Team Liquid realizes is this ult is down and this ult is down. It's kind of a safe play to make because you have all of your crowd control up here. And they think it's safe because Impact is dead. Blabber actually just going to... Oh, nice. Okay. Well, Yon walks up. Is ready to use Chain of Corruption. Blabber flashes it. Cleanses. Maokai W. It's a cute little trap, though.
Just pushing onto the tier 1 as Fudge shows up bottom to try to stop some of the recalls. Meanwhile, JoJo, what are you doing there? APA sits him down. But now Blabber and Fudge are surely going to get something back. Core JJ walks away and AP. Meanwhile, JoJo, what are you doing there? APA sits him back in mid. Berserker is just pushing onto the tier 1 as Fudge shows up bottom to try to stop some of the recalls. Meanwhile, JoJo, what are you doing there? APA sits him down. But now Blabber and Fudge are
AB has no mana now.
Core JJ walks away, and APA is just going to waste as much of their time as he can. It won't be much. Shutdown goes over to Fudge.
And actually, one of the biggest things in these last couple of kills that happened are the flashes that were blown. I think it was a really smart job of Team Liquid baiting here because they were able to get Blabber's flash as well. And if you're a team that has to get the engage because you're shorter range and your Maokai no longer has flash, and they also use the ultimate there, it makes it so much more difficult for Cloud9 to play to their win cons here, whereas Team Liquid, so much easier. We've got the range, and all of our range champs have their flashes ready.
Okay, C9 looking to finish the job here in mid lane. Going after that T1 that Berserker was putting the work in earlier. Nicely done.
It's pretty important that C9 gets that. It wasn't worth the trade in the bot side. It wasn't worth the trade in the bot side to give up your mid lane because you need that protection as a... You don't need it, but it's helpful to have that protection of like a hard point to fall back to, right? As a poke composition. And basically you had an out here, so now you can just leave. And they actually canceled their recall. So what should have happened here is that if you get back faster, then you can either use Ziggs ult to clear the mid wave, or you can send Varus or Ziggs back faster.
They're going to get everybody else away for now. Meanwhile, back in mid, Berserker is just pushing onto the tier 1 as Fudge shows up bottom to try to stop some of the recalls. Meanwhile, just going to waste as much of their time as he can. It won't be much. Shutdown goes over to Fudge.
And actually, one of the biggest things in these last couple of kills that happened are the flashes that were blown. I think it was a really smart job of Team Liquid baiting here because they were able to get Blabber's flash as well. And if you're a team that has to get the...
Yeah, they're not going to have flashes in the next Drake fight either, so you know, they take a fight in the neutral here and get it's more important that C9 has flashes because they're lower range. They need to close the gap or dodge poke. So flashes, in my opinion, don't have the same value necessarily. And Yun will have cleanse back up for the Drake fight.
You know, he's had that first for a while. He's going to be working towards his second. Are you thinking Sundered Sky next?
Yeah, it's just so good.
It's really good.
It makes your team fighting insane because you can get so many heals. Cooldown reduction, the stats are just really good on it. Umpty and Impact here gonna go take care of the top wave first as they just clear out and establish their vision control first over the objective. Now they can just poke you out and make it much.
Hey, Monty, would it be worth it to watch the LPL games today since Rich confidently said that the LPL is regularly match fixed? I don't know about the match fixing in the LPL, guys, one way or the other. I can say that I am very confident that match fixing had occurred during my time casting in Korea by Korean teams. All the Korean journalists know about it. And they don't want to talk about it because they're afraid that it might destroy the scene like it did to Brood War when the match-fixing scandal came out. And Western journalists are also aware of it. They just haven't published on it. So it's pretty bullshit, in my opinion. There are a lot of very famous people that probably should be banned forever for match-fixing in Korea. But I can tell you, years ago, it 100% happened in Korea.
Impact's teleport location here behind the rest of Cloud9 completely changes the fight. They try and get away, they cannot escape.
And I can tell you that Riot knows about it too. But they don't want it to come to light because otherwise they'd have to take disciplinary action.
And the nice part is, you do have some Baron damage in the form of the
No, it wasn't T1.
to deal with taking this down, while these two poke masters just force the
As far as I should have amended my statement. To my knowledge, it was not T1.
teams, and Team Liquid secures the first Baron of this series before 22 minutes.
So much damage. I can't wait for this replay because just look how much damage we get here.
What kind of match fixing are we talking about? Throwing games.
JJ takes point here, really far up in the lane as Umpty walks back on the Jax, and it's a pretty good Maokai ultimate. You can see they're trying.
Pretty BS that people pretend it didn't/doesn't exist. That's Korean culture, man. Pretending the bad things don't exist is Korean culture. If you don't acknowledge that your country that is chock full of whores has a bunch of whores, then the whores don't exist. If you don't acknowledge that gay people exist, then they must not exist.
Really far up in the lane as Umpty walks back on the Jax, and it's a pretty good Maokai ultimate. You can see they're trying to handshake him back, and so they don't soak all the damage, but Ziggs gets 3, and then Yon's ultimate.
Blabber gets over the wall thanks to following Umpty. He has no flash.
Pulling Blabber away from the rest of the team. Your Ziggs ult zoned out the rest of Cloud9, forcing so much damage onto them, and then pulling Blabber away from the rest of the team. Just such good separation and small timings here from Team Liquid in the team fight, not to mention the teleport from Impact that we already highlighted.
Yeah, and kind of heartbreaking.
Impact is the top lane GOAT? I guess, if you have literally never watched another region of League of Legends.
Yeah. You know, he cancels the all out and has his econ back up for that little shield right as the Ren came in from Berserker, and Berserker just didn't quite have enough damage. And now TL very far ahead. The only real advantage that Cloud9 had from the early game was again those dragons.
Have you thought of doing spoiler-free VOD reviews? No. There are other places you can go for that. That's not the purpose of this content.
I gotta say, I love the Team Liquid makeover that we have seen from regular season to playoffs. We had so many episodes of the dive where we're talking about, oh my god, TL, all they do is look for dragons and scale. You know, they're always trying to get the Aurelion soul.
Are you sure SKT wasn't involved? I'm not sure. It's possible. But I am not aware of SKT being involved.
And they're utilizing this Ziggs strength of destroying the towers to just completely move up the timers. Really impressive stuff, especially this time around from Team Liquid. 4,500 gold lead, plus the Baron now makes it super easy to continue sieging.
And so the question, hold on now, APA getting caught with a shockwave there. The Chains of Corruption aren't going to find a whole lot. Blabber sending out the ulti. Impact disengages. Yon and APA are not the ones under threat. And so the question, hold on now.
Yeah, this is the problem, is that you actually just have to use Orianna ult here, but it doesn't actually, I mean, use Maokai ult too, but you actually just can't close the gap on the poke.
Team Liquid continuing their pressure. Blabber not going to get hit by the piercing arrow. Mega Inferno Bomb. It hit.
I mean, TL is playing the poke composition very well, to their credit.
As TL continues their pressure, the question I was going to pose before that scrap is, how worried are you about this game state from the point of view of C9?
I mean, I think it's over. Honestly, like I think it's so hard to actually come back from this position with how TL are playing heavily through sides, being first the objectives, you know, not allowing Cloud9 to really have that setup that they need to be able to make these fights work. I think it is going to take a miracle for Cloud9 to be able to come back from here. TL are just looking bulletproof, and they have so much damage now, plus the gold advantage. If you walk in, yeah, sure, that didn't do that much to Blabber, but Blabber's having to retreat from his own tower because of poke. You hit Jojo with 1 or 2 of those spells, the fight's already done before it starts.
Yeah, here's where I would try and give the other side and be like, oh man, but Cloud9 have a good team fight. You know, if they get there engaged, then it can be explosive and you'll usually get a bunch of kills and snowball that way. But this game also really reminiscent of the first game of Cloud9 series versus FlyQuest, where, like we highlighted, they gave him the Berserker Callista plus actually doing it in a very fast pace. Only 25.
Watching Cloud9 play is just so sad, guys.
TL's new look here.
Berserker and Vulcan literally have 1 kill participation at 25 minutes into this game.
There are still openings for Cloud9 to try and go for and get that dream team fight. The Maokai plus the...
No, there's not. They will never be in range to get a dream team fight with this composition versus the composition that Team Liquid has.
Away from it. It's almost a full level away right now, but the rank 3 Orianna ultimate would go a long ways there as well.
I think the reality is, though, I don't think TL are actually going to push for the inhibs for a long time. I think they're just going to take over the enemy jungle, start farming multiple quadrants of the map, and just slowly increase that lead. Play for dragons, say, you have to come blind through your own jungle into us, into this poke every single time. Yeah, we're not going to risk walking up to your base and giving you that hard engage. Just allow UMT to farm 3 quadrants, become a monster, to where no one's even going to be able to answer him in the side lane. Like, he should even win 1v1 against Fudge probably at this point. He's already level 14.
Yeah, UMT being already level 14 is pretty huge. He's 2 levels above Blabber. Meanwhile, Berserker got the levels, which is completely useless for an AD carry for the most part. He's the one who's ahead of his lane opponent here.
Dream team fight combo. As long as you're able to keep vision, then you can play to that game plan and you can continue to slowly increase your gold lead and increase your resources.
Plus, if Team Liquid do get to the point where they just control the entirety of the map for the next 10 minutes, they get those next 2 Drakes, it's Infernal Soul. That is so nasty with a poke composition as the foundation you're building it on.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Infernal Soul is absolutely terrifying if TL gets it. So much free damage with the poke comp.
How the teams choose to prioritize where they want to go and how they want to dance back and forth between these objectives.
Yeah, it can become really difficult, you know. But for TL, they have so much of this vision prioritized towards that bottom side. They clearly want to play towards the dragons. And I don't know, you know, if you're C9 and you go up there and you start that dragon, or excuse me, you start that Baron, and all of a sudden you get caught in the pit, there's so much AoE, there's so much poke, it's going to be very, very difficult, even if you secure it, to be able to get out afterwards. So
Okay, they already have Drake control set up. Nothing that C9 can do. They could try and trade for Baron, maybe.
Yeah, you secure it to be able to get out afterwards. So it would be a pretty bold
They're trying to get...
for them to actually commit to it.
Takes 4 people to kill Grump. So they just leave it here, so it's free? What the fuck? What are they doing?
Very difficult.
They're actually just trying... I think they're trying just to get Baron vision?
It would be a pretty bold move for them to actually commit to it.
But then they go take a detour at Grump, and there's a wave pushing up, and TL's like, where are the people defending this mid turret? So Fudge has to flash out. It's actually fucking free. It's free real estate.
Team Liquid finds no such difficulty. Mid lane inhibs down.
Well, TL realized no one from Cloud9 is responding, so they have to be out over by the Baron. They have to be out getting vision. They have to be somewhere else on the map. They sat and they were very patient. Only one member walked up. It was Impact. The other 4 from TL all sat behind him until no one responds. And they're saying, okay, if you're not going to defend it, we're going to take it. And now they go back out on the map, and they are the ones clearing out the vision, reclaiming it on that Baron area, and now the dragon has spawned. Look at the map on the bot side for Cloud9. No wards in sight. It is so tough.
Here it comes, guys. The epic fudge TP.
The TP's coming in. Fudge is going to be behind Team Liquid.
No.
Yawn and APA are not
He has no flash because he had to use it.
for the flash twist in advance, and now APA
All right, good fight. But Umti kills everybody, right? It's a good fight for Cloud9, but Umti is just going to clean up everybody, probably. Yeah. Why did God grant me these powers of premonition? Vulcan. Oh my god. All right. So let's take a look at this fight. It ends up being a good TP because they don't have the vision on this, but Blabber doesn't have flash, remember, because he blew it defending the turret. So it's a good Maokai ultimate. So they get onto the back line, but zoning Zyra ult here. He's onto Yun. Actually, okay. All right. Unfortunately, Impact and Umti play this super well. So the Zyra ult goes down. Impact is zoning them out too. He's zoning out Berserker, and Umti just flashes on top of Berserker. Bailout doesn't actually save him. Oh, Bailout does save him, actually. But there's still a very fed Jax next to him. Jesus. Damn. I mean, they just... You can see how desperate they get. And yeah, they kill the poke line, but unfortunately the Jax is just so fed. Wow. Yun has flash. He does have flash. Does he not use it? Cleanse. Oh, he doesn't feel like flash. He could have flashed over here. Could have flashed this way out of the Renata ult. C9 team fighting macro pretty bad this year. Yeah, their team fighting is fucking horrible. And their macro is fucking horrible. But good thing Impact is so good at creating space here. Impact and Umti literally distract 3 people during this entire thing and kill them. Do you guys see this? The shockwave actually brings the Jax into range so that he can leap strike on top of JoJo. That's pretty funny. See that? That's the shockwave right there that moves him over the wall. And he's getting attacked by the Zyra plant, so he actually gets in leap strike range. Damn. That's all right. I love MD, so I'm glad to see this. I think that draft is pretty bad from C9, though.